In 2024 alone, more than 1.5 million incidents of crop destruction across the southern United States were blamed on wild hog. They've torn through farmland, ruined harvests, and even become a danger to people. Some have launched nighttime attacks, leaving locals seriously injured. That's why, on nights like this, when there's no moon to light our path, we still head out, ready to confront the beasts with razor-sharp tusks. Nightfall is when wild hogs are at their most active, the perfect time for a hunt. Out on an open field, the moonlight is swallowed by thick, drifting clouds. With food growing scarce around their den, the hogs are forced to stray farther from their safe zone. Last night, this field was torn apart by their rampage, and tonight, the beasts return, sniffing for the last scattered kernels of corn. But what they don't know is that someone's already waiting for them. Through the rifle scope, every movement is crystal clear, like daylight in the dark. As the sun disappears and night tightens its grip, that's when hunters like us get to work. The moment I got the signal, I pulled the trigger. One hog down, then two, then three. The rest of the herd scattered in chaos, but tonight there was nowhere to run. Gunfire echoed across the empty field. Wild hogs dropped one by one. We moved on to the second field. The terrain here was trickier, thicker brush, overhanging branches that made visibility harder. I adjusted my scope carefully. It was hard to control the angle. This time, the hogs reacted faster, way faster. almost like they had learned how to dodge. Based on their instincts, I knew exactly what they'd do next. Sure enough, they huddled up under a dense thicket, thinking they were safe. But that uneasy feeling had already crept in. They stood frozen, ears twitching, sensing something was off. That was my moment. I took aim, right at the one in the middle.
Right here.
Ready? 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
We moved on to a new field, fresh wild hog tracks stamped deep into the soil. We scanned the area for a while, but nothing showed up. So we pressed deeper, pushing through the thick brush, slipping between rocks, making our way into a more remote patch of land. Finally, our persistence paid off. Target in sight. I took the first shot, missed. In an instant, the entire herd sensed us. They bolted into the brush like a tornado, vanishing into the chaos. I pulled the trigger again, another miss. My hands started to tremble, not from fear, but from the gut-wrenching realization that I had just blown a golden opportunity. I signaled the others to stop. No more rushing in blindly. This time, the beasts had changed the rules. They were defending, they were hiding, and maybe, just maybe, they were hunting us back. Off in the distance, beneath the final shroud of night, we spotted them, a herd of wild hogs, quietly making their way back to their den after a full night tearing up local farmland. They moved slowly, cautiously, like they could feel the danger lurking in every shadow. This time, we didn't go charging in. We changed the game. Instead of chasing, we split into 2 teams and set up an ambush, quietly positioning ourselves along their familiar escape route. Just as we predicted, when the pressure hit, they panicked and ran straight into the trap. I held my breath, waited for the perfect moment. One clean shot, direct hit. The hog dropped instantly. Then came the thunder, shot after shot ripping through the night air. One by one, they fell.
Whoa! Woo!
Strange sounds echoed from the distance, the heavy, growing breath of something closing in. My teammate turned just in time. One of the hogs hadn't run. It was coming back, charging straight toward us. But before it could strike, one shot. Straight between the eyes. The beast collapsed, twitching in the dirt. That's the price you pay when you challenge the wrong end of my barrel.